Welcome, everybody, to Spotlight 814. I am your host, Ryan Dolly, and I am in the studio with the two stars of Pippin at PACA. Pippin at PACA.
I love how you said that.
Pippin at PACA.
Pippin at PACA.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I enjoyed that. The beautiful SaNae Stevens. SaNae, how are you today?
I'm great.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too,
Yeah,
Ryan.
yeah. And my buddy Aaron Holman.
Yes,
Aaron,
sir.
is this like your third time on the show now?
Yeah, second time, yeah.
Second time? Love
this
it.
is our second time on
Yeah,
the show.
we're doing it together.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
love
us.
that.
Yeah. So you guys opened last night
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
over at PACA. How'd it go?
It was great.
Yeah, I'm still a little high off of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
That was one of the most incredible opening nights that I've ever had. Just like the energy from the audience, the energy from the cast. You know what I mean? It was like this was coming. You know what I mean? We needed this, and I just feel so amazing about it, and I'm so proud of the cast. I'm so proud of SaNae and myself, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there tonight.
Woo!
I'm so happy you're
I'm so
coming.
nervous.
So don't mess it up. No, I was kidding.
Oh. No pressure.
I'm gonna mess it up on purpose.
No pressure.
No
No
pressure.
pressure.
I'm gonna look at you when I mess up.
Yeah. I'll be sitting front row.
I have a present for you. Make sure you sit by the entrance there.
Okay.
In the front row.
Front
I
row
know.
entrance.
All
right.
right. Somebody tried to give it to me last night at the end of the show.
Can't wait. I love Pippin. Pippin is one of my favorite Broadway musicals.
It's one of my favorites too,
Yeah.
honestly. Ever since I discovered it back, like I guess the revival, honestly,
Mm.
because I've always wanted to play the leading player.
Yeah.
Ever since I've seen Patina,
And you're
ever
doing
since
it.
I've seen Patina Miller,
She was incredible live. I saw that
I'm
performance.
so
and,
jealous
like,
that you've seen her
You're
live.
so lucky.
she blew my mind.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous you got to see that live.
That was one of my favorite shows I've seen on Broadway. Like that revival was incredible.
I bet.
You stinking over there?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Cut that part out.
No, that's staying in.
I'm smelly.
Aaron's a little stinky today.
Just a tad.
Didn't take a shower after that orgy scene.
Oh!
Yeah, listen. Yeah, that's it. I didn't sleep.
Or the one after the show.
Or the one after the show. No. I was playing D&D until 5 in the morning. Well, I wasn't, but
Yeah. So, Pippin is a 1972 musical with music and lyrics by Stephen Schwartz and book by Roger O. Herson. Bob Fosse, who directed the original Broadway production, also contributed to the libretto. Ben Vereen and Patina Miller won Tony Awards for their portrayals of the leading player in the original Broadway production and the 2013 revival. So that made them like the first actors to win Tonys for the Best Leading Actor and Best Leading Actress in a musical for the same role.
oh, that's cool.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's baller.
Isn't that baller? That's
Yeah.
crazy. And another fun fact, Pippin was originally conceived as a student musical, Pippin, performed at Pittsburgh's Carnegie Mellon.
Huh.
It was their Scotch and Soda theater troupe. And Stephen Schwartz collaborated with Ron Strauss, but when Schwartz decided to develop the show further, Strauss left the project. Schwartz had said that not a single line or note from Carnegie Mellon's Pippin made it to the final version.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's like super cool though. Like the concept was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like basically local.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like I consider Pittsburgh local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. It's what, 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Let's talk about the PACA production.
Let's talk about it.
Directed by Kate Newbert-Leckner. And she also choreographed a lot, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the process, the cast, you know, the crew, like, you know,
Well,
the pit.
The cast there's 14 of us, so
Yeah.
it's small.
It's a small cast for
Which
Pippin.
you usually probably wouldn't see with this production. You'd probably see more like maybe 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a small space.
It's a small, yeah, but it's a small space.
Yeah, which was interesting because we had to find ways to make this big show
Mm-hmm.
work for a small stage like this.
Yeah.
For an intimate theater like this, you know what I mean, where the front row is 2 feet in front of me when
Yeah.
I'm singing, you know what I mean, and I think we did a really good job of
I
that.
think so, too.
I think it doesn't feel out of place.
No.
at
Good.
PACA.
Absolutely not. And also, with like, you know how like I guess we have to break the fourth wall and
Mhm.
stuff.
Which is
like,
fun.
Exactly. Yeah, like with it being such a like an intimate space and everything, and like having the audience so close, it's easier to do that. Like,
Right.
you know.
Because we're not telling the story of Pippin. We are a troupe telling the story of Pippin.
Right,
So
yeah,
there's a lot of like breaking of the fourth wall and a lot of like I spend a lot of time interacting with the audience. I think we all
I
do.
literally
you know what
like
I mean?
sit in the audience and watch the show with
Yeah.
the audience
Oh,
sometimes.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
So the, you know, on some level, like on some different ways, PACA is almost a better space for that because of as SaNae said, like we're a lot closer, so
The
we can
intimacy,
we
yeah.
can interact and they can we can see them and see how they're reacting to things and
especially with the ending of the show, and I'm not gonna be a spoiler. So,
come see it.
yeah, come see it.
If you don't come see it, you suck.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. It's hard to spoil a show from 1972, but I mean, you know, if you haven't seen it yet,
Yeah,
so, you know.
right. But especially with the ending of the show, like, you know.
There's the ending of the show is there's a lot of like interacting with the audience.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's a lot easy. That's made a lot.
It
easier
made it a lot
because
easier.
Of how close the audience
Yep.
is to us.
So who all is in the cast? You don't have to name everybody. Like, you know, just off the
you
top of your
want-
head.
Lisa Simonian is she's playing Bertha. She's incredible.
Grandma.
Yep,
Grandma.
yep.
I love that.
Rosie hit such an
for
angel.
Strata.
She's for Strata.
She's
It's
amazing.
It is like awe. Like I am just in awe every time that
her
I get
song
to watch
"Spread
her
a
and
Little
see her.
Sunshine"
Ooh.
is
Yeah.
probably like one of my favorites out of the whole show because I love the dance break.
Yes.
It's just amazing.
Well, and I loved you two both in Delegates.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
and Rosie and Kaylee, and like it was just such a good
Yeah.
mix, good cast. Like and
Yeah, and Rosie's one of those
Yeah.
actors. You know what I mean? It's honestly, it feels like this whole cast is just full of those actors. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like you get to watch, like being on stage with them just brings out more in you. You know? What I
Right,
mean?
right.
And we have Daniel Strip.
Oh my god, this is his
first
first
musical.
What?
and
Woo!
he's kicking.
Going crazy.
No, he's
Who's he
kicking
playing?
butt.
He's
Charlemagne.
He's Charlemagne. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
and he
and
was
he's
a
tough
fan
role,
favorite
man.
last night. I'm not gonna lie.
Step into Terrence
Yeah.
Mann's shoes, man. Like it's.
He
But
was a fan
he's-
favorite last night too.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah, everyone was like, my favorite part was the king. His accent was so good, and his costume was so good, and his delivery is
I
so
love
good.
his costume.
Yeah,
One of
and
my
his
friends,
song is so good too.
One
Yeah.
of my friends
And-
last night told me that they wanted Daniel to voice an NPC in our D&D campaign.
Okay,
just
nice.
because of his voice,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
because
yeah.
of his accent.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, we have Maeve
Maeve
Kirby.
Kirby.
She's
I was-
beautiful.
yeah.
It's
Love
such
Maeve.
a wonderful part, and she does such a great job at it. And
Yeah.
her songs are beautiful. And my little buddy Aaron
Aaron Darrell.
I love him. He's Theo. He's so good. And Owen does a great job as
Lewis.
As Lewis.
Okay.
And honestly, the cast is just amazing.
That's great. Yeah.
It's we wouldn't be able to do the things that the leading player and Pippin do without the incredible people in
players.
this cast. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you guys said this was a very collaborative effort
Yeah.
for you guys. Like I know Kate was away for a little while, so you guys had to kind of come together as a cast and get a lot of things done.
It was a stressful rehearsal process. There was a lot of times where it's the summer. Everybody's super busy.
Yeah, I was
and
just gonna say like
yeah.
we
people.
talked
We
about.
didn't get a full cast rehearsal until a couple weeks ago, just because that's what the schedules worked out as. You know what I mean? So we had to lock in a lot as a cast and as a crew and
In the last couple weeks.
Yeah. And I'm really proud of everybody. I'm really proud of I'm proud of Dave. Dave did so good, like working on the lights and the sound.
Yeah, shout out to Dave.
Shout out to Dave.
He's
Dave.
doing
Take it, Dave.
lights.
Dave does a lot there.
The,
man.
Yeah, no.
the
Nobody's
sound,
like Dave.
Like he took pictures. Like he was doing
He's
a lot.
over there. He's over there like on his laptop, like doing the like cues and the sound while
but
he's over there.
also back
taking
there
pictures. It's
grooving too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he's back there grooving.
He's
When
having a
I
good
go
time.
back there,
Yeah.
he's back there. I'm like,
They
you're
don't call him
doing a
Dig It
lot.
Dave for nothing. No, so shout out to Dave.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Dave.
Because every time I go see a show there, he's back there doing his thing.
He
and,
is.
and he's killing it every time.
Yeah.
Who else is on the crew?
Our stage manager, he's also like involved in the show now.
A little bit, yeah.
Joe Sample.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's because the show is there's so much of like the show where the players are moving off. We as a cast move a lot of the sets, pieces, and everything, just because that works for the show too.
Yeah.
But Joe, he's kind of making sure that everything is in place. We wouldn't be able to do without Joe.
Nope.
And there's a little bit in Act 2 where he makes a little appearance. I'm very excited for you.
Yeah,
to see
I
it.
love
That's
it.
awesome. Awesome. I love that. I love a good little cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And what about the pit? What do you got back there?
We do not have an orchestra.
Okay,
we
so
are
it's
using
track.
tracks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just the orchestra just is too big for.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the
we're in.
space. I get it. Like that space, you can do like a jazz or a rock band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't do a
something
full
small.
orchestra.
Yeah, and that show requires an orchestra.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Dave did he's doing a great job at making sure like following us and making sure that the music is
Everything's
working
on
with us.
time.
And,
Yeah,
and that was another really stressful thing, just because working with rehearsal tracks is a lot harder.
it is. You have to
yeah.
make sure like your dialogue is on time
Yep.
if it's underscored and
Yep.
like
Yep.
everything that's tough.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's just been such an incredible process, and it's been a really hard process, I think, for everybody involved, for Kate, for us, for Casey doing the costumes, for Dave doing all the other stuff, for the people like working on set like Courtney and all of those other people like and who've all come in and helped, and it's just we all like as a unit just like locked in. And
yeah.
I'm really proud of it, and I'm really thankful, and I haven't done a musical since Elf, and so for this to be
Okay,
my
so it's
first
been a
one
while.
back-
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while for you.
yeah, like I've done shows, but like
Yeah.
I haven't done,
Done
a
a
musical. And for
musical.
this to be my first one, and for us as a crew, as a group, to have like bonded and just put in the work the way that we did, it's just been
It's
so
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm yapping so much.
Yeah. Now, SaNae, you love Patina Miller.
I actually,
who-
fun fact, I got to perform with her I did this thing called Camp Broadway.
Hold up.
What?
Hold up.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you being for real right now?
Hold
Yeah.
up.
Why are you saying that like I was supposed to know that?
I mean, it wasn't just me, but it was
Full circle, baby. Full circle.
Yeah,
This is
I
crazy.
know.
Love
Full
it.
circle, right?
Crazy.
I did this thing called Camp Broadway. I think, I did it my sophomore and my junior year. I did it twice. And we would perform. It was me and a whole bunch of other, like, kids and teenagers or whatever. We did performances at Carnegie Hall in New York City. And the second time I did it, it was her, some other, like, Broadway performers and stuff, but they all came together and they all performed on stage with us and stuff. So
That's
that
so
was
Did you have any
Cool.
like personal interaction with her?
no, unfortunately. But my friend Marshall,
You
he
should
was
reach
on
out.
the elevator. It irritated me because he's always having interactions with these like any Broadway star. So he literally took a video of himself on the elevator. He was like, "Oh my gosh, Patina Miller standing right next to me." I'm like, "Bro."
Nah.
Oh, man.
But I didn't
No, I
care.
had to
I
punch him
just
in the
loved
chest
the
and
fact
hold
that
you.
Patina Miller was standing right behind
right.
me. While,
Here's what you
like,
should do. You should reach out to her on like Instagram or something and be like, "Hey,
I thought
you know,
about it.
we worked together at one point.
You
in New
remember me,
York.
bro? Like,
You remember me? And now I'm playing a part that
Right.
I idolized you in.
Right.
And
you should come see it though.
you should reach out. I'm just saying, like she might.
There are,
she
a lot of
might-
I think I might, honestly.
we like have this idea that like because they're famous they're way and a lot
yeah.
of people are, but there are also a lot of people who like really enjoy.
they're really
the fact
humble.
that- yeah.
The guy who played Frankie Valli in the original Broadway cast and in the movie, he reached out to us. He sent us a handwritten letter
Whoa.
Oh,
that was read
wow.
to us at the first rehearsal.
Whoa.
And he like gave us his phone number and stuff. He's like, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Like,
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
yeah, like this Tony-winning actor,
Yeah.
and
That's
Like,
insane.
so I say reach out to her.
Okay.
Man. Like, just be like,
stop.
look,
I think
Full
I
send.
am. Okay.
full
send.
stop, reach out.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right after this podcast.
Yeah.
no balls.
Maybe even now. No, what'd you say?
No balls.
No. Okay, we'll see about that.
Do it. We're gonna make you do it. We're gonna go to Library after this,
And we're gonna do it. Yeah.
We'll get a drink in you, and then
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. So, when's the run? You guys run for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah. So we have a show tonight. Doors open at 7.
Yep.
Show the curtains at 7:30.
Mhm.
Then next Thursday, I don't know the
Yeah,
dates.
so the schedule is so we had the Friday and Saturday this weekend, and then next weekend we have Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah, so the
where
5th,
they all
6th,
run until they
7.
run at 7:30, and then the week after we have
Friday,
Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
and
Sunday is
we
at
only
2
have
o'clock.
one matinee. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. One
Yeah.
matinee is perfect.
I know.
Mhm.
I hate matinees.
And
Me too. I think we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like matinees, why?
No, really, why?
You-
Are you
they're
okay?
probably-
Do you need someone to talk to? Like,
They do. They do.
I love you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We love the people that show up to matinees because
Thank you.
a lot of times matinees are the smaller audiences, and the people that do show up, they get into it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's sometimes there's some of the better audiences.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
There's been
yeah.
a couple shows where I was like, y'all are going crazy. And I'm
Right.
so thankful for you.
Yeah.
2 o'clock on a Sunday. I know you have a good time.
Yeah. So that's cool. One matinee is like the perfect amount too, because like all the people that are matinee people will show up that day. So it might be a bigger audience.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait to see it. How can we get tickets?
You can go online
Yeah, I
at
think the website is
PACA1505.org.
Yeah.
Tickets are $20.
And they're selling
and
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them at the door, but I
Mhm.
request that
yeah.
you don't.
I was just about to say that.
I would.
I would get them online. If I were-
Yeah.
Because if you there's a large possibility that if you show up without a ticket and try to buy one, you just won't be able to get one because it's gonna be sold out. So,
Yep.
That's great.
which is like so amazing.
It's incredible for
And I
for the
mean,
actors, for everybody.
They add seats sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
If-
they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like,
But, like, buy your ticket.
when you put in all that work, man, it's like it's so nice to see a full house.
It is so. Last night,
Oh man, when
I
we went on the
was-
stage, like the
when
applause
I
after
opened
Magic
that
to Do,
door,
bro.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yo, so like you know me, I'm like walking down the middle of the downstage, right? And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like trying to look all nervous, and I'm like trying to hold back my smile because like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, there's so many people here. Oh my
That's
God.
what, and I'm already smiling out at the get. So I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. I
Yeah.
love this. All these
Man.
people
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. It was wonderful.
And SaNae, we met, like 5 months ago,
Yeah,
6 months ago, like
December.
around December, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was like 9 months ago.
9 months. God, this year, like,
It's flying
woo!
by.
I know.
It's weird.
Yeah, we finally get to do a show together.
I know. I'm so excited.
And I'm so pumped for that because I just,
I
like-
literally just met him, and it's like, oh wait, now
And-
we get to do a show
but like
together.
we get along so
So
well,
well, yeah.
and like we just vibe, and I'm so pumped to do this show
Me
with
too.
you. And
I'm so
we're doing Avenue
excited.
Q. And
Yep.
you're gonna be our Gary Coleman.
I'm excited, even though I don't really know too much about the show. That's the thing. I didn't know too much about Striking 12 either, and I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the same things happen with this show as well. So.
Yeah, look up Gary Coleman. Watch.
Oh, I
watch
watched
a little
that
Gary
that
Coleman.
number. What is it? I can't remember. What it's
You can
called.
be as loud as the hell you want.
I think that one or the.
Everyone's a little bit racist.
You're
Watch
a
that
little
one.
bit-
But like, I mean, like, watch actual Gary Coleman.
Okay.
What was the show he was on? Different Strokes.
Okay.
Different
never watched
Strokes. Look it up. So Gary Coleman was a little person, and
Oh wow.
he famously has this line to one of the other characters in the show named Willis, and he would always go, "What you talking
About
about,
Willis?
Talk about
Wait,
Willis.
what you
That's
talking
Gary
about,
Coleman. That's
Willis?
you.
Oh, what?
That's you.
That's Gary Coleman."
It.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Now I do have to look this up.
You do, you do.
Oh my god.
He would always like do that
Little, like,
eyebrow.
stank eye,
He'd be
yeah.
like, "What you talking about, Willis?"
I always
That's
say
you,
that.
SaNae. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I
man.
didn't know
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, watch some Family Ties episodes. It's a good show too.
You're so old.
Yeah, I am.
kidding.
Almost 40, man.
No,
Almost
you're
40.
not.
I am.
You're lying.
I turned 40 in October.
Whoa.
October
Wait, when's your
what?
birthday?
15th.
Mine's the 30th. Oh,
Mine's the
yours
18th. Guys.
October, baby!
We
And
got
Howard's is the 5th.
Oh wow.
So we need to have a big birthday bash.
Yeah.
For all of
October.
Yes.
Yep.
That'll be
Let's
fun.
do it. I'm very
That'll be fun.
excited.
Before we take our Werner Books coffee break, we're gonna do our new segment, Ryan Reed's Reddit Stories.
Woo.
And for the third week in a row, this is one from the subreddit, Am I the Asshole?
Let's find out today.
So who's the asshole?
Me.
The title of this one is, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Sister to Get a Job?
Okay.
I, 22, female, have two sisters, Rachel, 20, female, and Hattie, 16, female. Both of my sisters are student athletes. My mom loves being one of those parents that lives and breathes their kid's sport. I am not a student athlete. I grew up feeling pretty ignored and unhappy. I'd spend my weekend dropped off at my aunt's while my mom drove Rachel and Hattie up and down the country and even abroad. I had a lot of resentment about this and ended up moving out and going to therapy. I realized that hating my sisters was fruitless, and they weren't intending for this problem to exist. I also realized that my mom thought I was happy, so blaming her wasn't really the solution either. Generally, I let go of a lot of anger and sadness over the past few years, and I went to college, got my degree, got a job that pays me enough to live in a city approximately 100 kilometers from home. So I'm assuming she's from Canada or something, because she still calls it college, so like not university. I visit home whenever I can, but it's not often, and when I do, I leave quickly because I do not get along with Rachel, the 20-year-old. Rachel is my mom's favorite kid, spelled with an O-U, so...
Favorite.
Yeah, probably Canadian.
F-A-V-O-U.
And she does not hide this. Rachel decided not to go to college and hasn't had a job since leaving high school. She refuses to take any job that isn't directly related to her dream, Broadway. But she isn't exactly working toward that either. We suggested to her to go to college, but she says she's done with education. She won't do a plan B. She won't even do local theater because it's beneath her.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She then spends all her time complaining about how everything was handed to me, and I don't understand how much it hurts to fight for your dreams while not fighting for hers. The reason this annoys me is that I absolutely do. I was rejected from my dream school, but I went to another school because a degree is a degree. I worked extremely hard, won prizes and scholarships for my undergrad. I applied for grad school and did not get into any, so I let that go. I suffered hundreds of rejections to get a job. My job is in the field that I work in. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, everybody's job is in the field that they work in. I'm assuming she meant the field that she studied.
Yeah.
I learned a long time ago that having a dream is not the same thing as achieving one, but you have to be willing to drive off-road and get to the destination. If I'd given up my first time my life plan went wrong, I would have been demotivated. More so, nobody has acknowledged my achievements. My parents left my graduation early, and when I got a job, they belittled the pay and the hours. It's normal hours, like literally 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, in the industry itself. Meanwhile, they act like Rachel sculpted Michelangelo's David. Nothing is her fault, but that Broadway is just hard, which of course it is, but she doesn't help herself. I told Rachel all of this, and that honestly her inflexibility to take anything below Broadway was just probably causing her problems, especially when we didn't even live near New York City. That she needed to take a job that paid her, build up to her dream role like everybody else. That by refusing to work, she was putting unnecessary pressure on her mom, who has an actual child, Hattie, to take care of, and that she was entitled to believe that she shouldn't work in anything other than her dream job, which is not achievable for her in the first place. Rachel went up the wall. She told me I was a horrible sister who didn't want her to achieve anything. I'm tired of listening to someone achieve nothing and then tell me how I'm a disappointment. Hattie agrees with me that Rachel is being spoiled and the way she treats me is ridiculous, but my mom, to no surprise, thinks that I was unnecessarily harsh and that Rachel is young enough that it does not matter, even though she cut me off at 18. So with a 2-2 split in our family, I've decided to ask strangers. Was I the asshole? Did I take it too far?
Is it our turn now?
It's your turn.
No.
No.
No, not at all.
No.
I would say that Rachel and your mom are the assholes.
Are the
Yeah.
assholes for sure.
What the hell? What do you mean?
What?
You won't take any job that's not Broadway, and you won't so you're just gonna be living with your parents until they're feeding you, they're doing everything
Right,
for you
right.
until you
Exactly.
magically get on Broadway because you won't do the work. Like, who do you know? What Broadway star do you know that didn't
Put in the
wait
work.
tables or something to make sure that they could survive while they
Yeah.
were trying to be a Broadway star?
If you want to be on Broadway, you have to move to New York,
yeah,
and
you have to work.
You got to work.
like
You got to
have
take a
to.
crappy job.
You gotta sit in
and-
self tapes.
My first job in New York was selling comedy tickets for the New York Comedy Club in Times Square. I
Okay.
was one of those idiots standing in there going, "Hey, do you guys like comedy? We got a comedy show
Oh, I
tonight."
hate that.
Yeah. Like I wanted to blow my brains out every day.
Oh my
That's like exposure
God.
therapy if you have social anxiety.
Yeah. And then I got a job at Bubblegum Shrimp.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds funny.
It's a Forrest Gump themed
Yeah.
restaurant.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
You've never seen
I've seen
Oh,
Forrest
I was
Gump.
about to say.
I haven't seen Forrest Gump in like a decade though.
Oh.
So.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like I worked my ass off,
Uh-huh.
and I auditioned when I could, and I was only in New York for like 3 months because I booked my first job, like
Really?
outside of New York. I moved
Yeah.
to Indiana for the worst job ever, but that's
R.I.P.
beside the point. You put in the work,
Yeah.
and you audition, and that's how you get to where you want to get.
You
Yeah.
know, it's that, and there's something so frustrating to me about people who like don't put in the work, and people who feel like they're entitled to things and feel like they should just be given things without having to go through.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We do theater for free. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, of course, I would love to perform professionally, but I know that this is a part of that. Like, I have to, you,
have
know
to
what I
do
mean?
this, yeah.
And I love doing this. Like,
Yeah.
if you're only doing theater to be on Broadway, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. Like,
Yeah.
You know? And
Agreed.
so, moral of the story is Rachel is a super mega asshole. And
We
Rachel's
have a
mom
super mega
is-
asshole here.
Yeah, and her mom
That's
is
the first one here on-
slightly less of a super mega asshole.
Yep.
She's
But,
a what we call her. Like what's less?
What's
like
less than super
slightly
mega?
less than
Yeah.
super mega.
Seriously, she's just an asshole.
She's just a
She's
serious.
just like
Straight
really an asshole.
she's a
like,
serious asshole.
like, she's just really, like, genuinely an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's the worst part is that she has like, she thinks she has like really good intentions. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not like she's not like trying to be an asshole. She's not like being rude. She's just spoiling and babying this 20-year-old and treating them like they're 2 years old. And
Right.
Don't be mean to my 20-year-old daughter.
Right.
For, anyways.
Yeah. No, I hate it. I hate all of that. I hate that they make her feel belittled for, doing whatever it is that she does. You know.
And then like saying that the original poster is like was being really awful to her daughter when her daughter was saying all of this garbage to her. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm the one putting in all of the work to make sure that, and I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah.
And you're letting her just live and do nothing, and
Right.
and you're saying that I'm the asshole. Like what? Like
Yeah. There's only one comment on this one, and it says, "Not at all. I sympathize with you. You're doing right. There's no punctuation in that, and everything is spelled wrong." It hurt my brain to read that tiny sentence.
Tell because you were sitting there
Like my face, just like
what?
my entire face squinted.
Oh my god. Yeah. You like blinked with your cheeks. And stuff.
I blinked with my entire face. On that note, we are going to take our Warner Books coffee break, and we are going to be right back.
Mwah.
We are live here in Cam Studios.
Woo.
Woo woo. You just heard the voice of Aaron Holman.
Hello.
SaNae Stevens
Hi.
from
Sorry.
Pippin.
She's a little distracted.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, I love you.
From Pippin over at PACA,
Yeah.
and we just had our Warner Books coffee break. I cannot talk today. It's just a
okay.
thing. It's a thing. And I had. It's over. It's gone now. But I had the French toast
That sounds
cold brew.
That sounds
Ooh.
crazy.
It's got like maple syrup on top and cinnamon. Ooh.
Whoa.
That sounds good.
I'm telling you, man, Warner Books is where it's at.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've heard of that until
Me either.
this moment right now.
Yeah.
You got to get in there, man. They're our sponsors. We love them.
Okay, Warner Books.
They support us.
Everyone go support Warner Books.
They support the local
I'm gonna
theater
try
scene
that.
big time, so
We love them.
go check them out. So thank you, Warner Books. And if, you're another business owner and you are out there listening to this, we are always looking for other sponsors. So we need all the money we can get. Doing it for free. And that's fine. It's fun. But
You know,
we like money.
somebody has to pay for this super dope studio.
Exactly. I mean, we are in the studio at Cam here, and they have all this
Look at
really
all
cool
that.
equipment.
Look at all that. Look at
But
this.
we
This is
gotta
cool.
we gotta pay to be here. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Broadway and Erie. 2024-2025 season. They are another one of our partners, not necessarily a sponsor, but we partner with them. We interview some of the touring actors that come through. And,
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't know
nice.
that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you guys
That's
did
cool.
that.
and we do ticket giveaways and stuff
I
like
knew
that.
you did the ticket giveaways. I
Yeah.
didn't know you did the interviews.
So Allie at Broadway in Erie, she's awesome. She hooked us up. And
Baller.
That's great.
so we'll be interviewing somebody from Dear Evan Hansen coming up here in
Whoa.
October. And
That's crazy.
yeah. So look forward to that.
I love that for you.
yeah.
Man. That's amazing.
Dear Evan Hansen opens October 15th and 16th. My birthday.
I was just going to say, it's your
Whoa.
birthday.
Say what?
Oh yeah, because you have the same birthday as my dad.
Yep. So I'm gonna be going to see that on my birthday. Pretty Women is coming to town January 8th and 9th. The Cher Show February 25th and 26th. The Addams Family March 17th and 18th, and Ain't Too Proud on May 23rd and 24th. Can't wait for that.
I'm going to see it.
Can't wait for that.
I'm so
So
excited.
lit about
And
that.
you just
my
can't
goodness.
hide it. do, do. So what's on 814? Well, we'll start off with you guys. Pippin is on
Sure.
814.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Whereas the Erie reader called it, well, they called it Pippin, but they called the character Pippin. So,
Pippin.
well, yeah, which I guess is his actual name in history.
Yeah, apparently.
So,
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
Pippin.
Pippin. Pippin is at PACA. Pippin at
Pippin
PACA.
at PACA.
Pippin at PACA.
That's gonna. We should do that for our warm up.
Vocal warm-ups. Pippin at
Pippin
PACA.
at PACA.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. It's from Anchor Matt.
Oh, okay.
When he's doing his vocal warm-ups
Yeah.
before the show. So you guys you opened last night, and opening was very successful.
Yes.
And you run until September 15th.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
we do.
tell everybody that's watching live, where can we get tickets?
PACA
1505.
.org. Yeah, you can get them online. You can get them at the door, but
We suggest you
I
don't
wouldn't
wait.
say-
Yeah, it's
I-
selling. We had a full house last night.
Last
We have a
night,
really
yep.
big audience tonight. It's selling really well.
Good,
So
good.
if you want to come see it, which you should,
Yeah.
because I'm not even just talking about us. It's such an incredible show. The cast is just incredible, and if you want to come see it, you should order online soon.
Yes. And we have our Pippin and our leading player right here. So make sure you listen to the whole episode. You're going to enjoy it. I'm going to flip this thing back to my big dumb face now.
It's so pretty.
It is.
Thanks, guys. The Station Dinner Theater is doing Old School Living in Our Old School, August 24th to September 8th. Erie Playhouse is doing Shawshank Redemption, one of my favorite movies of all time. And that's September 13th to 29th. Barrow Civic Theater is doing Annie, September 25th to October 5th.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And Meadville Community Theater is doing Curious Incident of the Dog in
I
the
love
Night.
that play.
show so
Great show. It's September 13th to 22nd. The Academy Theater is doing the Rocky Horror Show. They're bringing it back from 2 years ago. And that is going on September 27th to October 26th. So it's a full month run
Whoa.
of only Friday and Saturday night shows.
Wow.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a lot. And Tethered is coming back.
Oh.
I just
So-
seen that.
They're doing their Kickstarter launch event at Feed on September 20th. So be sure to check that out. If you go to that event, you get a free ticket to the show in 2025. And you can listen a little bit more about that on last week's episode when I had Adele Crotty and Tony Lewandowski on the show.
That's a
So
lot of fun.
yeah, we had a lot of fun on that episode.
Oh, I bet.
Um,
I bet. That
So
is-
if you want to laugh, definitely check that one out. I'm going to flip this thing back over to you guys now. Give us one final pitch on Pippin.
Come see the show.
Yeah.
Like
Actually,
Actually.
come see the show because SaNae is just absolutely wonderful.
Please stop.
And,
No, Aaron's
and
actually
you should.
better.
You'll
than
be
I am.
worse off in your
I
life
didn't-
without seeing SaNae do this role, and
Please
everybody
stop.
else.
Yeah.
Like I said, every part of the cast, Lisa as Bertha, hilarious. Rosie as Fastrada, incredible. Dan is just amazing, and you're gonna miss all of it if you don't come see the show.
Yep.
Come
And
see it.
Maeve Kirby as Catherine.
Yeah, I didn't get to
Lovely.
everybody.
So do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do
Come
it.
see the show.
You have
Do
to be
it.
there.
Yep.
Do
I
it.
will know if you're not there.
I'll
so.
cry. I'll
Don't-
cry.
don't make
You want
Aaron
me to
cry.
Don't make him cry.
Don't
see
make
the
Aaron
show.
cry.
Come see the show.
Yeah.
And Aaron is a star, and he's the star of the show.
Stop
okay?
it.
And I'm gonna say this for everybody: if you come to the show, Aaron will give you a hug.
Oh my gosh.
And
yeah.
Aaron is the best hugger.
He really is. That's
Like,
just-
if you need a good hug, like, man, this dude, he's got you.
It's gonna be nice and wet though, because
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
soaked
it's very
by the end of the show.
It's a very
but
sweaty hug,
We
but
all are.
you know what?
yeah, no.
That's all right. That's all right.
We're
I love me
glistening.
a good sweaty hug.
Morning Glisten is
Morning
the actual
Glisten.
name of the song.
So thank you guys for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for
Thank
having
you for
us.
having us.
SaNae
It's always fun.
Stevens, Aaron Holman. We love you guys. And support local theater, guys.
Please,
Do
Come
it.
on.
Do it.
always support
And
local theater.
we will see you guys next week.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.